And we're back with sandblasting and painting. You know, when I took this project on, I knew it was going to be difficult. I knew it was going to be time consuming. I don't think I grasped how large and how time consuming, because after getting all of this sandblasted and then painted, the amount of time alone that took is definitely telling me that this is going to take me a while, but I am going to get there. And in this video, you guys are basically get to come along with me as I pull the parts out of the van. As you can see, they ended up back in here. Now they're curing, so I can take the time to put the engine back together. This should be great if you are looking to rebuild one of these motors in the future. It can show you what kind of goes into the items itself. We've still got some items here to sandblast because I still want to pull these off, and we're going to sandblast these. And then we're gonna fix all of this, but we're gonna get there. I think I had to make this a video all of its own because I'm telling you, I did not realize how much time it was gonna take to get all this stuff prepped. So let's get on to it. So at this point, I am actually done with the bigger piece that's actually inside here, which, man, you can see how dusty this gets. Totally dusty. So one of the larger pieces that I have is actually inside here. So we'll go ahead and pull this bad boy out of here. Massive piece. We've got sand in there. So, man, this is it right here. This is one of the larger of the pieces that I have to actually take care of. And I have to say, it did a real good job of taking all the paint off. So I'm going to take this one and go put it with these other ones that we have out here. And then time to start on the next one. So, and again, this is very time consuming. So I do have a smaller one, but I think I'm going to just go ahead and jump right into the counterpart of the one that I just picked up. So we're going to go ahead and take this large bad boy here and place it into here. Ooh! Take out this little plastic clip. There's a plastic clip here. I don't want to put it in there because sandblaster would eat that alive. And let's check to make sure I got all the other ones off first, and I did. So these are fun to manipulate too, the bigger ones inside this small little space. It's definitely a challenge. Here we go. It's so much fun maneuvering this big piece. Oh, look at that. Still got that little piece of rubber. Got to push that out. Alright. Thought I found everything on here. So we're going to start over here. Give myself some light. Okay, so I tried to use the delicate tool. One battery bar left. So, I guess that means I put the tool away without a charge on it, or maybe I haven't used it in so long. The charge that I usually leave on the tools had dissipated. So what am I doing while I transfer over to the other tool that will do this job? I'm making a Florida mod because this bus isn't really going to be in cold climates. Just going to be in Florida, and if this ever stays closed, it could overheat the one side of the motor. So I'm going to eliminate that problem from ever happening. And I don't want to cut the bar in case I ever need to weld a flat back onto it if I ever do take it cold. But I don't plan on it. Plus, I want to leave the bar and everything intact because I want to make sure this one routes air all the time to the air cooler, or the oil cooler as well. So, all right, next tool. Okay, this tool should do it. And I think I just charged the battery. What do you know? Full charge. Yep, this should work. Definitely was more efficient and faster, but I figured maybe the lighter touch would have been better there. But all right, so I guess I'll go back into story time since we still have the music and everything all turned down. So this is the fan housing, and you guys didn't get to witness me taking all this off. I was kind of on a tangent, like getting stuff done, and just kept going. So this will not fit in a sandblaster, and even if it could, I don't think I'd want to sandblast this with it being aluminum mainly. So I think I'm going to just scrub this thing down with like some degreaser. So I'm probably going to set this up in the driveway on like a piece of cardboard and start scrubbing this. But first, I do have some sandblasting, which you guys have seen plenty of that. I've got some small parts. I'm going to finish up on those. I want to put my music and stuff back on. So I'm going to finish up on those, and then I'll show this getting degreased. And then we should be set up for paint. I'm going to use the sun in the backyard for that. That should actually help out as long as it's not windy, and cook the paint on. So, so I went to get like grill paint, but they didn't have any, so they had this on sale for about the same price. I'm not a big Rust-Oleum person, but I wanted a matte high temp finish, so that's what we're going with, because I like matte. Back to these. Nighttime, and all of the pieces plus a couple extra pieces are ready for paint tomorrow morning. So I'll probably be pulling this table back out tomorrow morning. I even got the fan cover all nice and cleaned up. So basically tomorrow I'll be hitting all of this stuff with some like lacquer thinner or some paint cleaner to be able to go ahead and start spraying it out. And I got the motor in here. So the question now is, do I mess with this and take the bottom part off, or do I go ahead and finish the transmission part, which basically means I need to drop the transaxle to do the shifter tubing. So I may go ahead and do that. It's these bushings here that I need to replace on the actual shifter linkage itself to make it feel like it's brand new. So I think I may go ahead and tackle that. So it is a new day, and last night I didn't bring any cameras out, but I did get some work done. I did end up lowering down here. Got the transmission out of the way so I can go ahead and work to pull, which you can't see from this angle, the pole for the shifter. I got to work to pull that out. But while I'm waiting, I went ahead and got this set up, and now I went ahead and got myself started on the sandblasted parts. And you can kind of see the pole back there. It's right back behind that part there. I have it kind of tilted down right now, but I will have the GoPros up under here with me whenever I'm doing that. That's going to be one of the next steps after I get most of this painting stuff done. So I have been working. This is the first coat of the black on some of the parts. I wanted to see how the paint was going to lay. I did wipe everything down with some paint thinner, and now basically letting it dry. It's going to be a flat black, so the engine should be going back together here pretty soon.
Alright, now to let it dry.
Alright, I figured I'd bring you an update. I went ahead and moved these pieces on inside now. They've been outside baking for a while, and I've been working basically on finishing up the painting, which these pieces are now painted up, and I have them kind of sitting in the sun and drying. And while this has been drying, I have tackled this thing. So these are the old bushings and whatnot that were on the shifter pole. So it looks like they were still pretty much intact. Again, since I'm already here, I'm going to go ahead and replace them. I do have 2 fresh new ones, so I'm going to clean the shifter pole up a little bit, make sure that I put some grease and stuff back on it, and go from there.